Spanish flu and COVID-19 virus. In this video, we will discuss 4 main points including history, differences, similarities, and transmission of Spanish flu and COVID-19 virus. What is Spanish flu and COVID-19? Spanish flu is the 1918 influenza pandemic, was the most severe pandemic in recent history. It was caused by an H1N1 virus with a gene of avian origin. COVID-19 is coronavirus disease 2019. COVID-19 is defined as illness caused by a novel coronavirus, now called severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2. SARS-CoV-2, formerly called 2019 nCoV. Origin of the virus. COVID-19 is from Wuhan City, Hubei Province, China. Spanish flu. Why is unlikely that the Spanish flu originated in Spain? Scientists are still unsure of its source. France, China, and Britain have all guessed as the potential birthplace of the virus, as has the United States, where the first known case was reported at the military base in Kansas on March 11, 1918. Timeline for COVID-19. On 31 December 2019, it was initially reported to the WHO. And on 30 January 2020, the WHO declared the COVID-19 outbreak a global health emergency. On 11 March 2020, the WHO declared COVID-19 a global pandemic. The virus is still present until now. Spanish flu, lasting from February 1918 to April 1920.
Hi, I'm Athirah Rahman and I will be explaining about the differences of virus that cause Spanish flu and COVID-19. As it has mentioned by Azlin, the virus that causes Spanish flu is H1N1 influenza A virus, while COVID-19 is caused by severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2, or in short form, SARS-CoV-2 virus. For your information, H1N1 is a subtype of influenza A virus, and it is one of several virus strains that can cause the seasonal flu influenza. Based on the illustration here, the shape of virus might seem similar, but the components that made up the virus are incompatible. So let's take a look at figure 1. It shows the H1N1 influenza A virus. At the envelope protein, it consists glycoprotein, as we can refer here. HA represents hemagglutinin, NA indicates neuraminidase, and M2 is a channel protein. The genome of influenza virus are segmented into 8 segments of negative stranded RNA which associated with a different protein, whereas in figure 2, it shows the SARS-CoV-2 virus. It also has envelope protein, and within the envelope there are spike protein, membrane protein, and envelope protein. Inside the virus, it contains a single positive stranded RNA genome, and it is associated with protein nucleocapsid. Next, I would like to clarify about the avian influenza, which refers to the disease caused by infection with avian influenza type A viruses. These viruses occur naturally among wild aquatic birds, domestic poultry, and other animal species. Avian flu viruses do not normally infect humans. However, irregular human infection with avian flu viruses can happen, for example, Spanish flu. On the other hand, SARS-CoV-2 genomic analysis revealed that it's phylogenetically related to severe acute respiratory syndrome like bat viruses. Therefore, bats could be the possible primary reservoir. The intermediate source of origin and transfer to human is still unidentified. Alright, here I have list all the differences between H1N1 influenza A virus and SARS-CoV-2 virus. Now I would like to highlight about the cell receptor. For SARS-CoV-2 virus, the cell receptor is angiotensin converting enzyme 2, or in short ACE2. ACE2 is a protein which is used by the coronavirus to infect cells. Also, ACE2 protein might contribute interesting possibilities to explain the striking variation that may have different characteristics than its ancestral strains in risk of catching and dying from COVID-19. In contrast, cell receptor of H1N1 influenza A virus is sialic acid, which is a sugar and also used for cell infection.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Mohammad Izzat Naim bin Yazid. In this video, I'm going to talk about similarities between Spanish flu and COVID-19. In this video, it consists of 4 parts, which is a virus property, symptom, treatment and prevention. For the virus property, both have a protein envelope outside their cell, have a spherical shape with 120 nanometer in diameter, have a single strand of RNA, and lastly has a lipid layer. For the symptoms, the person will get a fever, cough, difficulty of breathing, body aches, fatigue, sore throat, running or stuffy nose, headache, and some people have vomiting and diarrhea. Though this is more common in children than adults. For the treatment, people at a high risk of complication or who have been hospitalized for COVID-19 or flu should receive a supportive medical care to help relieve the symptom and complication. For prevention, people must wash their hands regularly, coughing into the crook of your elbow, staying home when you sick, and limiting contact with people who are infected, and don't forget wearing a face mask while in the crowded place.
Assalamualaikum. So I will continue with the transmission of virus between the SARS-CoV-2, which is the COVID-19 pandemic, and influenza virus H1N1, which caused the Spanish flu pandemic. Basically, SARS-CoV-2 coronavirus, which caused the COVID-19 pandemic, and the influenza virus A H1N1, which caused the Spanish flu pandemic, have the same mode of transmission. So, the first mode of transmission for these two viruses is contact and droplet transmission. For the contact transmission, there are two, which are the direct contact and indirect contact, or formalities. These are tiny droplets. They are made when a person who has the virus talk, sneeze, or cough, and if we inhale these droplets, we can contract with the virus. For the indirect contact with the surfaces or formalities, respiratory droplets containing virus can land on things or surfaces. Only by touching these things, and we touch our eyes, our mouths, or our nose, we can contract with this virus. For the second mode of transmission for these two viruses is airborne transmission. The presence of micro-within droplet nuclei can remain in the air for a long time and be transmitted to others for over distances greater than 1 meter. And for the last mode of transmission is asymptomatic transmission. This means by the high possibility for a person that doesn't have any symptoms to pass both viruses. And this is also known as silent spreader. And that's all.